We are live. That's kind of got a glare right there. Right? That's a thing. All right. Live on a Friday. Just figured I'd come hang out for a little bit. Got off work a little early and thought I would chat for a little bit. I want to do some tests. I figured I could do them live because why not? What's everybody up to today? Getting off work, getting ready for that weekend. What's up, Henry G? How are you doing today? Thanks for swinging in. Just an impromptu live. Got off work a little bit early. I need to cut out some boxes. I'm doing some tests on some new knives that I got. So I figured I would just go live and do it with a couple of people on a Friday. If someone's still at work or they're getting ready to get off or whatever. Are you working right now, Henry? Or are you getting ready to have a good weekend? What's going on? So I did get a couple of knives from Sect, and I am going to be doing some cutting up some boxes with them, kind of prepping them, testing them, see how they hold an edge, how they do. Probably going to hang out for a couple minutes, maybe see if a couple people pop in. I'm always in weekend mode. It's the way to live, right? That is the way to live. See this crazy thing? Do I need to do a cut test with this? Ha! I don't know. We will see. Boom. 1, 2, a 3, a 4. I need to put it on something. I feel like it's like it should be out of like Phantasm or some horror movie or something. It's the most ridiculous, unuseful, yet completely cool item. I don't know if someone saw on my other live, I want to make like an insert. I'm not actually closing these. They don't lock this way. But I think that if I put like an insert right there, I could lock it in, and then you've got the helicopter grappling hook of death. But I saw MC's video. He's looking at a bunch of stupid stuff and ended up trying to find the one that he had where it's got a blade coming out of both sides. Could not find that, but I found this, and there it is. Team Storm, you are cool. Well, thank you. So are you. I don't know if anyone's not cool if they're pulling out something silly like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I do have other knives in my collection, so I don't only have crazy, silly ones. Although, there is a shelf and a place for some absolutely weird and nasty things. We've got a camel bone and Damascus. I don't even know what you call that. What's up, Chris Beam? What is my best butterfly knife? I appreciate butterfly knives. I have a feeling I would get into it too much and I would end up hurting myself, cutting myself. I need to get a good trainer. I was never really, for having as many knives as I have, I know I have a butterfly knife around here. I had like a few that I was going to do some mods to that I put in a different spot. And I got things everywhere right now. But my best butterfly knife is probably like a $25 cheapo. So not good. I need to get in contact with Squid Industries, buy myself a nice one. But again, I'm going to have to definitely get a trainer because I will definitely mess around. I juggle. I do lots of weird stuff, and I would be into learning as many fun tricks and things as I can. Can you do a butterfly knife trick? Pretty in pink. I don't have a butterfly knife to do any tricks with, let alone I'm not very good at them. I can take some daily folders and have some fidget fun with it. I mean, the action on this compared to a butterfly knife, it's different, but this is fun and it's cool. Black on red. How's your day, by the way? Daniel, I'm having a great day. Work went well. Had a couple easy jobs. Ended up leaving a little bit early. Start the weekend early. Figured I'd jump on, go live for a little bit. I did get a couple new knives that I'm going to do some sharpness tests with. Subbed and like. Thank you, Team Storm. I appreciate that. I don't really have a store. I am more a channel and I do customs and stuff. So most of the things that I sell are like custom work. So you would like send this to me and then I would do like a laser job or an anode job on it, depending on what it is. I do laser marking, I do anodizing. Shipwrecking is one of the most recent things. So if you have a copper or a brass handles, this used to be all brass color, and I did the patina, forced shipwreck patina on there. There's a couple more smaller ones. So these were both the same color brass, and so you can get some interesting blue greens and some yellows and golds and stuff. Let me grab over here quick. My goodness. I also do laser marking. So like this little guy used to be all gray on both sides, and I did this paisley print laser mark on the other side. This is a CJRB agave. It was all silver, and I did this white laser mark of an agave print over the top of it. So these are the types of things, Team Storm, that I have that are for sale. I do dies. This was white, and I gave it the kind of Joker look with that purple and green. So this was originally white and green, and then I took it apart, did a dye job on the handle, made it that purple to give it that kind of Joker look. Oh my God, so many knives. Yes, it's an addiction. If you start getting into it, it is fun. Which is my favorite? It is tough to break down what my favorite is. Team Storm, though, if you are interested, if you go to my channel, I have a link to my email and a link to my Instagram. You can see some stuff that I've done, and then you can contact me and we can talk about stuff if you are interested. Caleb, as far as favorites, it varies. It changes right now. I would say the Kaiser Mini Towser K. This is a 154 cm. It's got that Kaiser clutch lock, which is awesome, real easy to actuate. Flicks out, really simple. You can thumb it out really good too. Well, maybe not. But titanium frag handle, really cool, good action. It's a great feel on the hand. I have a larger hand, so something that's a little bit wider, beefier is what I usually enjoy. But I also like smaller knives. Definitely been getting into a lot of different things. I have a huge variety of stuff. This is my, it's called the USB. It's like a USB jump drive stick, but it is actually a little out the front. So this is a little Boker, the Boker USB. I think this goes for around 40, 50 bucks, something like that, but real nice, snappy out the front. I collect all types of things, is even like weird, cheap bomb blades. Just a silly little knife, yet it's something. I see all types and I like them. Definitely got a couple of gravity knives. Oops. Right? And a little bit of everything. What else do we got over here? I do have, let's see, he's trying to find kind of out the side autos. Boom. And even all the way down to the super ugly gas station dragon knives. Just silly stuff. What's wrong with my chat here? but I like them all. Looks like my chat froze on me. I'm gonna go grab something. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. Hold on 1 second. What's everyone got planned for the weekend? Just trying to make my life a little easier here. Hold on 1 sec. Oh, all right, there we go. Daniel Dolman, give me a shout out, please. What's going on? Yeah, it did live. I don't know why. Anyone else ever do lives and get your chat freezes? My chat is frozen on my phone. I look over here and I'm rocking and roll. Can I sniff your beard? Sure. Get on in there. A little bit of grays going on. Quite the collection. Thank you, Stoner. Rolf, what's going on, buddy? Sorry, I have to bring up my chat over here for some reason. Eagle Scout delivering 80,000 pounds of firewood. Wow. Rolf's watching as many knife channels as you can find. It's great. The community on YouTube alone, Instagram, lots of people, lots of fun, lots of good information. If you're looking for a knife in particular, generally you're going to be able to find someone that will have some knowledge on it, or they might own one that you're interested in. Do I have any Kunwu knives? I do not. I've handled several. I would love to get a Padre. I'd love to get Django. They are cool. Kunwu does make some full left-handed versions, which I am a lefty, so I appreciate that. I do have a couple full lefty like concepts. This is the Concept Fenrir Premium. We got titanium and shredded carbon fiber, 20 CV blade. This is a full lefty. Sorry, I'm having a weird angle problem here, but it's fun. It's great. It's got that lefty liner lock. I also have another one from Concept, the Concept Warrior, another full lefty custom. Well, not custom, they sell it this way, but they have a lot of Warriors. They have 6 or 7 of them available, and then the one or the couple lefty versions. I think they have a budget lefty version, and this one's another one premium. We got micarta and the titanium with the kind of eggshell pattern on there. Really cool knife, and you can do full lefty moves like you're carrying it like a righty, which is cool. I like Concept quite a bit. Here's another die project that I did. I do some fade dies. So this was just a jade colored handle. Took the handle off, took the knife apart, and then did the die job. I've got a rig set up so I can do this fade. So what you got here is a nice yellow to orange to red fade. Really kind of a fun deal. I've been trying to do some more dies. Haven't really done many lately. I've been getting into other things. Here's another fade. This is the Artisan Cutlery. Another Joker style with the purple green. Started off with a real light purple, and then it gets much darker. If you see here, you can kind of see through this kind of lighter area, and then it goes up to this real dark purple at the bottom. Nice knives, bro. Thank you. Can you say bye? Because I have to go. Daniel Dolman, thanks for stopping by. I do normal lives on Thursday nights, 6 to 9. Posting content every day, doing a lot of customs. Check it out. Come hang out. What's up, Marco? OA6628 Thomas and Ground Fog. What's up, dude? Willie Woo. Left my knife in my travel bag last week. TSA almost threw it out, but luckily I was able to check your bag. Oh, got lucky. Do you have an Italian stiletto? That's funny. Technically I do. Hold on. Yeah, I have a lot of knives on that shelf, but believe it or not, I have at least 50 or more over on the table and in other places. I got 20 more down there for that I'm doing a mini knife shootout, so I had to go find my mini knife shootout. So, Italian stiletto, the only Italian stiletto I have, but this is an actual Italian stiletto, but it is about as small as it gets. All right, ready? Boom. If you look on there, Italy. This I got from Blade HQ. It is a full-on, I can't even see. So folding stiletto. It's got the auto, boom, fires out fast. The smallest knife I have, I tell you, but it's super cool. Hypothetically, do you have a knife for disposing? Hypothetically, sure. Just depends on how we need to cut, hacksaw, chop. Got a little bit for everything. If you need to get in real tight, do some small work. I have one of the Tough Lights cold steel with the triad lock. If you really need to get in here, this is one that I will break down cardboard boxes with. This isn't really like a daily carry, but man, for some reason, the size, the shape of this, it is my workhorse for tearing down boxes. If you ever have a bunch, which I do, but I did get some new knives that I need to test out. Well, I got 124 people in here. How's it going, everybody? If you want to help me out, go ahead and hit that like button if you're having a good time. I appreciate it. But let's see. I did get a couple knives from Sect. Sect is a new company that came out in 2024. They've been out for a very short time. They contacted me like what was going on with the channel, asked me if I'd like to do a couple of reviews, test out some of their knives. So they sent me a few of them, and here they are. This is the Orbit. Very cool front flipper only from Sect. Hollow grind, very pointy, slicey looking knife. Oh, it's fun. That front flipper works really good. That is the Orbit. The other one from Sect is the Jungle. Look at this beast. This thing is an absolute pig. It's got this snake skin kind of pattern on the G10 that is textured. You can feel that. Really cool. This thing is huge. I have large hands, and look at that. It's basically a small sword. So this would make short work of a lot of stuff. Nice flipper tab action. It's got that cool red thumb stud, but an absolute pig. 14C28N. Now, Sect did send these to me, which I appreciate. But whenever a company does send me something, I will still give you my full review, my honest opinion. If there's stuff I like, I'll let you know. If there's stuff I don't like, I'll tell you about it. One of the things I did notice on this larger one is the pocket clip. Seems like it's a little flimsy, and it doesn't quite touch. So when you're holding it, I can kind of make it, I don't know if you can hear that little tap, but it kind of makes me feel like there's something that's loose. And I like it when a clip is pushed down hard. It doesn't move. I could probably take it off, give it a little bend. You know, every once in a while you have a clip in your pocket and you'll catch something and it'll bend it way out and you have to go in and bend it back. So it's not necessarily a make or break with the knife, but it was just something that I noticed. Can you show the cold steel Kobun at the bottom there, please? Good eyes. Good eyes. Crab with the knife wants to see this one right here. And for some reason, you must know this knife well. That's very impressive that you were able to see that down there and know exactly what it is. This is the cold steel. To me, this is like it's a sword. Tell me that doesn't look like a nice looking katana right there. Who doesn't want katanas in their life? Sometimes you can't have a huge katana on you. Check this one out from Cold Steel. I've had this forever. I do not know when this came out, but I bet you I got this before 2010, if anyone does know. But what a cool little knife. Never really use it or carry it. It just looks so sweet that I had to have it in the collection. How long to grow out the luscious mane? Actually, this is like, this is a COVID mane, if you believe it or not. So when COVID hit, shut everyone down. So it's been 3-4 years or whatever. I had shorter hair and basically have not had a haircut since then. Been growing it out. I'm getting older. I got some grays going on here, but this is still growing out thick and still has color to it. So I'm going to just keep on rolling with it for now. All right. Ketty, I do have some firearms, not around here. We're basically just talking knives today, but I do have a few for sure. Old Spydercos or Benchmades. I don't have any old Spydercos or old Benchmades. I do have a Benchmade. This is the tagged out. This is a great alternative to the bug out. It is a little bit larger, more of an outdoor or hunty, kind of a bigger knife. Very light with those handles. It's got that lock. It's got good action on it. But I don't have, Benchmades are kind of expensive. And they kind of overcharge for some of them that I think it's just a little bit too much. So I don't have that many in the collection. I do have a large collection, but if you know a lot about knives, quite a few of mine are in that budget friendly, under $100 type of range. And most Benchmades are going to be $200-$300 maybe more. Have I got a favorite trapper? No, but I have some. I don't. The older style. Knives, I have some of them. I've been working on, I'm going to be getting, or I've been trying to get into scrimshaw. There is a little fishing lure. I did that on there. So this was just a solid piece of bone. And then I did the scrimshaw scratch to put that fishing lure that I can't get in focus on there. Still in practice, but I picked up a bunch of those older knives to try out some stuff like that. Plus all of these back here, these are all bone. So all of these, a lot of these are Rough Riders, like the Rough Rider elephant toe. But a lot of these old school slip joints, I want to use this as a nice surface for doing that scrimshaw. Like I said, I'm kind of more of a custom. I like doing different things and customizing knives and just being artistic and experimenting with them. This is another one I got. It's pretty cool. The Rough Rider with the swing lock. Just a normal old school locking knife. It's got those red accents on there. Just a super cool look. A little bit of everything. The cold steel triple action. Whoops. Unlock it. Boom. So we've got a double-edged dagger right there. This is kind of, I guess, if you were to say butterfly knife, this is close. The way a butterfly knife works is it has everything is connected in the same spot. So the two handle pieces and the blade all swing from the same thing. The triple action, this drops down, and then the blade, upside down, can swing out, and then this shuts. So then you can use that to shut it, or you can use it to open it, and you can just give it a little swing like that. Pretty fun. I've had this one for probably 15 plus years. Triple action. I don't know if Cold Steel still has this available, but it is a super cool knife. It's just a really interesting design. Little fidgety fun action on that thing. Brown Sugar 69, what's going on? Good to see you. Do you have a survival knife? Depends on what you call a survival knife. This Buck 119 USA made beast of a blade, 6-inch thick handle. I would consider that a survival knife. But depending, I mean, what, you know, this could be a survival knife. Just a nice, good fixed blade user that you can get in there. And if you've seen that movie where the guy got trapped in the rock, any knife you have could save your life, right? That's kind of a way that you want to, you know, I always have a pocket knife. I always have a couple of them on me. You never know when you need to cut stuff. Marcelo Victor, I don't care for the Opinel, but, what was it, set lock? Yeah, I do have one. Anyone who has a knife collection more than likely will have the Opinel. This is a classic old school knife. Really, it just sits there on the shelf with some of my other collection pieces. That is an impressive display. What's up, Dan Stan? Good to see you, bud. What's happening? Ron Dobbins is here too. Kenman. Oh, we got 125 people in here. I don't want to push everyone to hit that like button, but help me out. You know, let's get some growth going on in here. It's all good. It's all good. Do your thing. Want to see another beefy one? Oh yeah. There you go. Artisan Cutlery Proponent Guillotine. Click. Tell me that's not the biggest razor blade you've ever seen in your life. Boom. Ron Dobbins is carrying a Pina Mula Golden Design Nugget and a Sweeney Mars Valley Carbon Fiber. Dude, nice set. Those golden designs, man. Lucky for me, Lanyard Man sent me one to check out, the Golden Design Works caliber. Full Lefty version, full titanium. I don't have any more. I already sent it back to him, but wow, that, man, they make some incredible stuff. Sheepdog is bigger. Bad boy right there. Or I have a mini button lock sheepdog. Boom. This is a nice little user, not a very large knife, so it's compact. Look at that blade, little button lock action. Aluminum handle, all black, nice feel. Or you can just get a full sizer. I love Kaiser. Of all the knives I have more Kaisers than anything else. I probably have, well, when I was talking to Kaiser last, I had 30, but they've sent several. I've probably got 34, 35 Kaisers going right now. Holy goodness. It's getting good. But you know, when I try knives out, I buy them. I'm a consumer. So I find one, I'm like, oh, it looks cool. I'll buy it. I'll test it out. If it's quality and I enjoy it, then I will continue to give that company business and try out another one. And then if they're spectacular like Kaiser is, I keep buying more and more. And the next thing you know, here we are. Nino Jr. Katana. Kaiser is doing good stuff. How do you sharpen your knives? I have a couple sharpeners. I don't sharpen as much as a lot of people do. Katana. Did someone say katana? Nino Jr.? I honestly don't sharpen all that often, so I'm not in need of a high quality sharp. I mean, I am in need, but because I collect and I'm getting new knives, and then I do daily pocket checks, so I'm always carrying and testing new knives. What happens is I will carry a knife. Like today, one of them I was carrying was my new sect Orbit, and tomorrow I'll carry something else. I might not actually get back to that same knife for a month or two. So if you only carry it one day, make a few cuts with it. I just cut cardboard boxes, not a whole lot, you know, paper, tape, and basically you don't need to sharpen as often. When you got a couple hundred knives and you change up which one you use every few days. I haven't sharpened any knives in quite a while. Actually, that's a lie. We do have full handmade katana. This was made prior to 2002. This is a single piece that was hand forged, hand folded. Awesome. You look up close, you can see that natural hamon on that blade right on there. And it is sharp and it cuts. Dwayne Letterman, what's up, dude? How are you on this lovely Friday? We are just hanging out, just talking knives, doing another vertical live. Holy God, we've already been going 30 minutes. Have too much fun doing this. The community is so cool. It's great. I love it. I'm an artist. Got into doing some customizations. Started a channel because I made a video, and this interaction I get to do with people is great. Stinky Bunny, what's happening? I love that, Stinky Bunny. Maxilla, what you up to? Armin, how you doing? Nino Jr. Oh, Father EDC. Got a nice little crowd going on here. 100 of us. We're doing it. I'm going to get into this right now before we get distracted with other things. Like I said, did get a few new knives from Mole Sect. I got this Mole Sect Jungle Beast. And then I got the Orbit, which is a little front flipper. But man, look at that hollow grind. Look at that pointy tip. I want to do some cuts with them, test them out, see what they're like, see how their edge is. They both have 14C28N. It's a new blade, or it's a new company, and I'd like to see what they're all about. They sent them to me to test. I'm going to test them, report some results, and we're going to see how they go. What's your best pocket knife you think you have? I don't have any case knives, Ruben Garcia. Unfortunately, I do need to get some case knives in my life, though. Rolf's into the outdoorsy knives, which is fine. My buddy only wants fixed blades in his life, so I get it. I get it. What's up, Stacy? Stopping in, can't stay. We're just messing around. It's Friday. Have some fun. Do vertical lives get pushed to a different crowd? 100% yes. I just started doing some vertical lives just to mess around. I wanted to do more lives. I like my controlled lives on my PC horizontally. I have multi-screens. I can bring up like a web page and we can look things up, look at photos on Instagram or something that someone posts. We can do all types of interactive things. Vertical can't do as well. My chat is really small on the screen right here. And it's literally right there. And it's frozen right now. So I had to bring up my laptop over here so the chat will keep scrolling and I can actually see more than 3 at a time. So it's a little bit harder to do, but I'll do a 3-hour stream and get 300-400 views on my regular stream. Like weeks later, it'll have 300 views on it or whatever. And I do a vertical live for a half hour and I'll have 1,000 views and get 20 new subscribers. So it definitely pushes it to a different like demographic. The algorithm, apparently YouTube has been pushing it more than the regular lives. And it gets planted right in the shorts feed. So if you're in your shorts and you're scrolling through shorts, all of a sudden I'm in your shorts. Oh, I tell you. What is your favorite fixed blade? Well, Maxilla, that is... I will say it's the Buck 119 because I've loved this since I was a kid. In the Friday the 13th Part 4 in The Mask, this goes through his eye in the cover of the movie. It's also used in other horror movies like Scream and stuff like that. So I've loved this knife since I was a kid, and it's still the same kind of style knife. So it's tough for me to not say that is my favorite fixed blade. But I can say there are several that I'm quite fond of. The new Kaiser Milita. This is the Milita fixed blade. This thing is great. It feels really good in the hand. It's solid. It's got jimps here, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Oh, yeah, there it is. 2 sets of jimps, these extra jimps up by my pinky. So you're working like this, your thumb can ride these. You get up there to do a cut, you catch those other ones. There's also some jimps inside this handle. In this, there it is, right there. You can see in where your finger groove is. And then they got some jimps on the butt. Real solid. S35 VN right here on this one. Camo carbon. Just feels great in the hand. So that is awesome. But I do really enjoy a smaller fixed blade. This is the Kubi Quaken. And this is like just a nice, it does look like a, kind of like a steak knife. Got the nice Ultim version. But what's cool about this, I need to get a better clip. But you can put this... You can have it set in your pocket like that, and then I can reach in and I can do the work with like a fixed blade and then drop it back in my pocket. And it's a good size for like an EDC. And so depending on what you want to do with that fixed blade, there are some pros and cons, but I would definitely say the old USA made Buck 119 is definitely my favorite. I mean, this fixed blade is really rad though, right? I've never used this. I just think it's so cool. I just want to keep it like that and wait for an intruder to break in the house and be like, look what I got. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I got this. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I got this. You want to go? I am crazy. Okay. I love the Quaken. It is a nice one. Mini Milita is awesome. You just got the Mini Milita in the mail. I love the Mini Milita. This is a great little carry. Flicks out really nice. Good feel. They have a lot of versions. If you want to get a budget one like this with Nitro V up to the S35 VNs. I think they have one with the M390 blade and then titanium. It is awesome. Kaiser is doing some really cool stuff. You got stuck from a movie? I don't quite catch that one. 1931 Leatherworks, what's going on? I wish they would have chosen a different knife for Scream. Those movies are not good. They're all right. I haven't actually seen them all. I enjoyed the first couple, and then kind of they need to bring something new to the table, and maybe they have on the newer ones, but I just haven't really given it a chance. I love horror movies, but I Scream, like I said, I watched the first like 3, and then I kind of fell off as well. Kevin Smith and Knives, got your TRM Neutron lizard skin scales, slap them on, and she's looking fine. I would like to see that. What do the lizard skin scales look like? I am interested. Are you on Instagram? Am I friends with you on Instagram? I'd love to see that though, Kevin Smith, for sure. Sounds cool. Jonathan 669 Garage, just got off work, man. What's up? Yeah, I jumped off work just a little early, so I decided I got home. Might as well jump on, do a live for a little bit before I start doing some other stuff. I have leaves in my yard I really need to get to, but the first one was decent enough for what it was, but 2 and 3 just beating a dead horse. Exactly. I think a lot of things are like that. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably one of my favorite movies, but they could have stopped at 1. You know, it literally could have stopped at 1. Wow, we are consistently holding 100 people in here. That is impressive. All right. Let's do what I want to do here. Brand new Mole Sect Orbit. Look at that hollow grind. Look at that tip. All right, we've got a little test right here. Oh, yeah. Oops. Well, that's just me holding the paper funny. Yeah. It cuts pretty good. Cuts pretty good. Right? All right. Let's hit some cardboard with it. Through the tape. That seems to cut. It seems to cut. I'm trying to maintain my angle for the camera here, which is making it harder for it to make cuts. But when you get in there, get under that. If it doesn't fold over on itself, it seems to be cutting quite well. Tape, always in the way. Am I a professional at cutting boxes on camera? Negative, sir. The pattern is full, Ghostwriter. All right. Yep. It's cutting. It's cutting. Let's try to get a full one right here. Boom. Make a couple more and we'll see, did it get super dull? All right. All right. Not bad so far. I tell you what, the struggle of a man to define the cutting of a box. What's up? I can't read that. I apologize. I would love to be able to reply to your comment, but it's not in English, which is fine, but I'm not able to read that, unfortunately. But yeah, okay. Make some nice cuts. Got a couple cardboard lines on there. It's that hollow grind. Just, who doesn't love a nice hollow grind? It is awesome. Okay, let's test the other one a little bit here. I'm going to go a little bit more extensive on the testing. I'm just doing a little bit now so everybody can kind of see. Let's check out the jungle, the new mole sect jungle. I haven't tried to cut any paper with this yet. Ooh. Not bad, but not... Yeah, it's kind of duller right there. But towards closer to the back. Oof. So there's a couple little spots on that one. This is 14C. God, it does feel... It feels sharp. Make short work of the cardboard. Maybe it doesn't, it's so beefy that it doesn't even want to cut paper. It just wants to cardboard. What I should have done is sharpened it. Do I have bad cardboard? My cardboard's just trash, right? All right. See that? It just goes right through pretty well. Let's just try right here. That's a double cut. I had it folded over. It doesn't require too much of a push. Let's just grab this real quick. I know what this one does. This is my cold steel. You can see all the cardboard I cut with this thing. Ugh. Yeah. It actually cuts a little bit better than the cold steel, although this one feels better in the hand. All right. Cardboard everywhere. That edge, why doesn't it want to cut? It's almost like there's a little burr. I have, where's my... Got one of these from Work Sharp. This is just a little quick little field sharpener. You've got a 200, a 600, a ceramic, and then a honing strop on the back. Just a nice little one if you want to take something like this where I'm not cutting paper very well and we just want to just do a couple passes and see. It does have these angles on there. If you want to follow that angle, you kind of rest it there and you kind of keep it there. I've been doing a lot of sharpening, so I'm pretty good at holding the angle that I want. But I'm going to just grab this real quick and just kind of, am I on? We're going to just do a few passes here. So more often than not, when I sharpen, I'm doing more stuff like this, where I'm just kind of, I'm not going on a full like reprofile. It's more of just, I'm kind of getting rid of that burr, kind of putting a nice new clean edge on it. I'll do that. Then I'll come at her with the ceramic a few times. Right? And then you can get onto there, onto that strop. And just give it a nice push back on the strop. Probably didn't do enough to make much of a difference as of yet. Well, actually, oh, I swear there must be a little teeny burr right in that area. All right. Let me check chat here. What's everyone doing? Yeah, I need one of these sharpeners. It's not ideal as far as the best sharpener to get out there because it's small, but if you want something that you can just throw in your pack and you can just take that thing out and look at how like small this is, but even on this big knife, I can get in here and make some nice passes. It is a little bit tougher with a larger knife on this. This is probably the biggest knife I've actually used to sharpen on this. I also have another set of rods that you can set up in a V, that if you go over those and you just go back and forth 30, 40 times on each side, you can get a real nice edge going with that. All right, let's drop that off. See if I made that little teeny burr. Yeah, there we go. Sorry if I'm not on camera there. It's definitely getting better. This wasn't intended to be spending the whole time sharpening. Laid off Pete, no work today? It's 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. What should I be? I'm done working for the day. I actually got off a little bit early. I usually work until 4. Left about an hour early. We got basically a lot of stuff done this week and pretty much caught up. And so, kind of itch on my head. And so I kind of took off a little early, which is fine. Boom. Been using the Work Sharp Ken Onion with blade grinder attachment. Really enjoyed it. A little bit of a learning curve, but it's pretty easy for sure. Peeled the stock leather stop off my field sharpener and put a better leather on yours. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. It'll last a little while. It's not bad. But again, it's just for what it is, for like a $20, $30 little sharpening device. It's a nice little thing to have in your kit. G'day, mate. Watching from Australia. Just having bacon and eggs for breakfast. Right on, borderline steel and sticks. Happy spring. Moving into summer here. Little jealous. We're moving into winter up here. Show your titanium knives. Titanium knives. Titanium knives. I can do that. I can do that. All right. Titanium knife that's closest to me. Boom. This is the Kaiser White Mountain Knives exclusive mini Towser K. Got the clutch lock. Works really good. Flips out nice. 154 cm on that thick chunky blade. And then you've got that frag titanium. I love frag titanium. Boom. All right, so that is the closest titanium to me. All right, number 2, here we go. We've got the Tempest Microjet. This just came out recently. Also 154 cm, but we have this micro milled titanium. I don't know if I get, there it is, that angle. You can see those lines on there. Oof. All the extra hardware is also titanium. I do anodizing on the channel. So I bought this one. Well, I bought it because I thought it looked cool and I'm excited to have it. Wanted to support KC at the Knives Fast channel. Go check him out. But I'm going to do a two-tone ano with this. The backspacer, the pivot, all the hardware, the clip are also titanium. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart, anodize them one color, and then do the scales another color, and get a nice little custom going for that Tempest Microjet. Not many of those left. If you are interested, you should definitely check those out. Pick one up before they run out. Kaiser is nice. BEDC, member for 3 months. What's up, KDK and fam? Hope you all are well. Thank you, BEDC, for that 3 months. Gas station member. All right. Black titanium right here. This is black titanium with the micarta inlay. This is the Concept Tuckamore. Probably one of my favorite knives. It's just such a cool knife. The design and the shape is wicked and ugly and strange, but I love it. Super cool. All right, right next to it, we have the titanium Concept Warrior. It's got that cool eggshell kind of pattern on that titanium bolster. It's also a lefty, full lefty. Missed the thumb. And then the other titanium from Concept would be the Fenrir titanium down here. We've got the crushed shredded carbon fiber. Also a full lefty. Fenrir is super cool though. Look at the shape and the design on that. Got those forward choil on the front and the back. Oh, super rad. Okay. More Fook Duzel, my man Fook. Thank you for yesterday, Fook. I appreciate you and your modding powers. You are, thank you. Had some crazies going on the live yesterday. Fook helped keep it under control. When do I hold a knife and I push it forward and it's like stand normal? Boom. This is the CJRB Frac. The Frac is a S90V blade, and then you have that Frag titanium button lock. Sweet flicking action. Frac is awesome. It's an absolute beast. I have a long list of things to get done. Looking forward to checking some items off the old list this weekend. I'm making some lists and working on it too, and I've got one that is a knife Kenman channel list where I've got some stuff to ship, some stuff to work on, some stuff to plan, some stuff to start, some stuff to continue, and all of the above. I got to get that squirrel for you, or that chipmunk. It's been so long, I don't even remember, Fook. I don't even remember. All right, boom. Next one. This is the CJRB Echo. Whoops, I missed. Got to get used to that weird angle. This one's AR RPM 9 and titanium on the handle. Titanium clip. Echo is really cool. It's kind of like the slightly bigger brother to the Pyrite. Very fun. Got a great action on it. All right, I do have a couple more titaniums somewhere, I think. Here's one. I'm kind of scatterbrained. I got stuff all over the place right now. This is the Devo Knives Pony Stout. I love this knife. This is a great user. Excellent feel. Got that titanium right there, those grooves. Very sweet looking knife. Just has an excellent size, a smaller knife, but you got this choke up. So when you choke up on there, the handle feels great. Thumb sits right in there. If you want to turn it around and get your index finger, look at this little spot. Just sets right in there for some draw cuts, things like that. Super fun. Eagle Scout EDC, fine. I'll buy one. How many times have I said I've gotten Eagle Scout EDC to say that exact line in the last week? I apologize for your bank account, Eagle Scout. I'm sure you're probably going to be purchasing a lot of those that you say. I keep showing you good knives. There's so many good ones out there, right? What's up, Chris W? Devo Knives Pony Stout, the one that got away. Laid off Pete. That's too bad. Honestly, top fives. This is in top 5 of my favorite knives. This one right here. It is fantastic. It just feels so good, and that size, I generally, like I said, like bigger. This feels great. Very similar to the Tempest Microjet as far as size-wise, right? Kind of a similar look in a way. Good feel. I love titanium. It's great. Chris is flexing. I got a Pony Stout. Great knife. Indeed, indeed. When did you start collecting, says Wayne? I've liked knives since I was a kid. This one right here, I won this throwing darts at a balloon at a carnival in the 80s. Look at this bad boy. Young Kenman did not take good care of this knife, and I beat the crap out of it. You can see the tip has kind of been blunted off. There's definitely rust everywhere. It sat in a drawer for a dozen or more years, and then I was at my parents' house, and I was like, I know I have that knife. I bet it's somewhere, and I dug around, found it. So I've been collecting knives since I was a kid. I was in Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts. This is my Boy Scouts of America knife. I got my totem chip, basically certificate to prove that I was worthy of handling a knife safely. So I've been, I've had knives since way back then. How long have I been going on this collection? Maybe the last few years is when it got heavy, because I started the YouTube channel when I started doing customizations. And that's where it really, yeah. Could you imagine winning a knife in a carnival now? Now that you think about it, huh? It was a wilder time. There were things, I was a kid, I didn't understand. But like some of the other things that you would win at carnivals would be like, they had these things where it was a clip, which now everyone knows is called a roach clip. It's like the little alligator clips. It was an alligator clip on a string with feathers on it. That, you put them in your hair or whatever. It's like, no, those were fancy clips for if you wanted to smoke a joint, you were using that clip, and that was a prize at a carnival. They also had mirrors. They had these like rock mirrors, like a Def Leppard mirror or Kiss or some old bands. And there were like these little mini mirrors that people were using. They lay them on a table, chop stuff up on, like, again, I was a kid. I had no idea, but it was like, I remember seeing these. And as you get older, you realize you're like, wow, that they were selling a lot of weird stuff or giving away a lot of weird prizes in carnivals back in the 80s. I am new. I will subscribe. Isabella, what's going on? Good to see you. The carnival would have an actual knife vendor table and they'd sell to kids. Yeah, that's the thing, is you go to carnivals and stuff now, there's nothing. It's like I want to go to the state fair and I want to go look at some knife booths. And they have a few like for kitchen knives and things like that. But basically that's kind of it. It's kind of a different world we live in now. What's up, Stinky Pete? Yeah, if the rusty one, exit wound, said, yeah, if you stab someone with that, they would definitely lose an arm from tetanus. How'd you get that tetanus? This rusty knife from the 80s? Okay. Do I have throwing knives? Wayne, I do. Again, I need to organize. I know, because I am a collector. I've been really into mostly folding type knives. And so I need to organize, because I used to want to have all this ninja stuff. And so I have a little thing that's got like a few throwing knives in it. And I picked up a few, I got a couple throwing stars and things. I need to dig through my boxes and find that stuff. I didn't think you were a day over 40. Who, me? Sure. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. I'm getting old. County fairs around here are all crappy food, rides, and rigged games. See, the county fairs in Minnesota, state fair in Minnesota is fantastic. And the county fairs, I go to a couple when I can. I always go to the one in Owatonna every year. It's fun. Yeah, the games are kind of rigged because that's just the way it is. But the food at the fairs in Minnesota is primo. Rohit, Raj, is that how you say that? Rohit? Hello, brother. How are you doing today? All knives are throwing. Jay's got it right. All knives are throwing knives. It's just not a throwing knife until you actually just throw it. Right? Not a knife it's not a throwing knife until you throw it. But then once you've thrown it, got that same wood grip with the hole on the top shelf. Which one? Wood grip. Which one are we seeing that I'm not noticing? I don't have this one here, the buck. The old 2-dot buck 110 USA made. Look at how perfect that blade is. If you look it up, Buck will tell you exactly what year by the stamps and the imprints they put there. But the 2-dot buck 110, this is between 1974 and 1979. And tell me that is not in mint condition. I got this from someone, they never sharpened this. They never used this blade. It's practically 50 years old and it is as mint as it could be. I wanted to mess around with it. And so I had to buy another one that was slightly used and beat up so I could actually beat on it. Dude, show me a stiletto. I don't have too many, but, whoops, ready? Goodness gracious. There's one. Nice double edge, cold steel triple action. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Almost like a butterfly knife, but not quite. You get it upside down like this. Boom. I don't have too many other double edge. Obviously, the rusty dagger. I need to refinish this. Maybe try to remove a lot of that rust to bring this thing back. Wouldn't that be fun? I got a 110 Slim with S30V. Very cool, Leafy. How's that going? How long have you had that? When did they make that one? I did show my one and only stiletto. I haven't had this thing out in a while. It's just so small. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. The smallest auto outside. Super cool, I tell you. Use 200 grit on that rusty dagger. Yeah, Jaeger boy, I should clean that up. I should clean that up. I just haven't. It's there. I'm going to keep it till I die since I've had it for so long. I should try to remove some of that rust and sand it off and see if I can clean it up. I will do that. I will definitely do that. Platinum Man, I do have one butterfly knife. I don't know where it is. It's in a box of some junk knives that I've got somewhere that I need to dig out. I have not been, I feel like once upon a time, I knew that if I started getting into butterfly knives, I'm going to get crazy with it and go full bore, and then it'll consume my time, and then I won't have any fingers left. Boom. The Boker USB. Kind of a fun little small one. My first knife looks about the same. For sure. It does get crazy though, Platinum Man. I would like to. I got to get a hold of Squid and order me a good one. Get a nice trainer and just start messing around a little bit more. I just haven't. You'll be wearing Band-Aids every day, walking around like this. It's there. It's there. Oh, I tell you what. I tell you what. What am I trying to find? Oh, that's right. It's over here. So the big ones of today, though, my newest ones, my fresh arrivals are the new Mole Sect. Mole Sect is a new company. 2024, they just started making knives. They have 8 models out right now. This is the Orbit. Really nice, thin, hollow grind, and a pointy tip. It is a front flipper only, but you can index finger front flip it, or you can just do like the standard thumb. Initially, I was like, okay, it's cool. I prefer things that have a little bit more than just a front flipper only. And sometimes I don't like it where it kind of teardrops a little thinner towards the end. But after carrying this one day, it feels really nice in the hand. I was noticing I really like where the tip is, the pointiness of it, how it cuts and draws when I was doing some work with it. Quite happy. The other one Mole Sect sent was this beast. The Jungle. It's got this snake skin pattern on the G10, 14C28N on both blades. I will be testing them and giving more in-depth opinion soon. I want to cut some stuff with them. I cut some cardboard with them today. I've been cutting some paper and a few tapes and boxes and things. And I will be doing an update and how they sharpen, how well they hold edge, how solid they stay, how well they've been building. It's a newer company. Like I said, if anything, I wish this clip was a little bit stronger. But, you know, there's going to be stuff. And I will share it, even though they sent them to me. I'll give you my good, honest opinion if I like it or I don't like it, things I want to change or things I want better or things that I love. 1931, I acquired a clone Benchmade Bali and Trainer. That's the extent of my interest in getting into them. LOL. Slinky, can you send me a knife? I could sell you a knife. I can't just send knives to everybody. I wish I was a rich man and I was able to do so and I could just provide knives for the world. I can provide my services where I do custom work and so a lot of people send me knives. They send me a knife that they got. I do a custom job to it and send it back. Can you reverse flip the orbit off the fuller? No, Jay, it's so close. It's so close, but you can't, it's just not, if it was there, like if it was there, just a little bit more, then you'd be able to get in there. But they've designed it to be kind of a gentleman's, kind of thin, slim. And so it's there, but you just can't get to it. It's so close. Like I said, if they would just have made it or a little bit of a groove to get it that far out, because then you could get your nail to it and flicker out. I would have loved that personally. I am definitely someone with more of a flick out style. Front flippers, some people struggle with. It's a little bit harder to get used to when you get a new knife. Sometimes they open easy, sometimes they're very difficult. But of all the opening methods, front flippers tend to be the more requiring a little practice or figuring out how to get it to work. And some people just have a hard time with them, or some people won't even buy one if it's front flipper only. Is there a mod in here to post a link to a trusted vendor? I don't know. I do have a few mods. I don't know who's in here right now. Fookdoozle maybe. What vendor are you talking about? You talking about 1931 Leatherworks? Got some nice slips. I can show you a slip. 1931 Leatherworks is in the building for those of you that don't know. Maker of some quality slips like this right there. If you want to go check those out. I put my Rosecraft backwards in this one here. Good for the pocket. Squeeze. Falls out. But yeah. Nice, high quality leather slips. Smells great. Rosecraft. Ooh, look at this thing. That forward choil. Excellent stuff. I like a nice little slip joint with a good half stop to it. But yeah, if you are looking for some slips, check out 1931 Leatherworks. Got some really cool stuff. Show me a straight razor. I don't have any straight razors like when I hear the word straight razor, where it's like one that you would use for shaving, but I do have some knives that are basically straight razors. Artisan cutlery proponent, absolute hog. I call it a guillotine because if you are not careful and you start rubbing, look at that, just boom, that thing will whap, chop a finger right off. So, I mean, yeah, you could get in here and do a little shaving with that. There are quite a few knives, though, that are out these days that aren't really like straight razor-esque, but they are. Or they got that straight blade, you got that straight edge. So I don't know if these fall quite under that, or even like the Tuckmore, where it's just an absolute funky knife, but you got a nice long straight razor edge right there, almost like a bird beak. Very cool. But I definitely should get a straight razor like one, and then maybe even shave with it or something like that. I need to look into that. Mental note. Is that a Japanese Tonto at the bottom? This is a cold steel how do you say that? Kobun? I don't know if these are still made. I got this probably almost 20 years ago from Cold Steel, but it definitely has a katana-esque. We go like this. Right? Got some similarities, slightly different, but very cool. I just love the way it looks. It's one of those knives that I just have in the collection because I enjoy looking at it. Kind of like this katana. I mean, do you need a katana in your life? No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. I mean, yes. Two sons. Two sons. I did have one. I don't know where it is. There are some nice two sons and there's some cheap two sons. I have a two son that I got a long time ago that's like, I used it for hunting morels. It's got that hook beak, so you're out in the field looking for mushrooms and stuff. It's just a good one for just cutting. I don't know if you, in Minnesota, we have their morel mushrooms. They only pop up for about 2 weeks out of the year. And they retail, they can be $30, $40, $100 a pound, because they're so rare and they only pop up for a short amount of time. And we'll go out and go hunting for them, and you can find some in places along the Mississippi and some other areas, and they're pretty great. Let's see. Biggest knife. Biggest knife depends. Longest blade might be the 6-inch Buck 119. That is a full 6-inch blade right there on a nice folding knife. I mean, obviously I have swords, but I have a couple of large folding knives like the Microtech MSI. That is a pretty large knife. I actually, because I just got that Sect Jungle, it is a 9.5-inch pig of a folder, and it made me get out all my big folders to kind of see. And the actual largest folder, where is it? There you are. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm back. Largest folder is the Max Ace Goliath. This has a Sanmai SLD Magic blade. So you see that line along there. That is actually a true hamon, which means this is a 3-piece blade. It's a sandwiched blade. And so this is one piece, and then this little section here is the middle piece. And then this is the third piece. So there's these 2 pieces sandwiched, so you can get that really sharp edge, but then also a really strong back. Excellent, huge knife. Max Ace Goliath is just a pig. It's a beast. It's gorgeous. It's like a folding sword. It makes me happy. And so I have to have it. Oh, Fook's doing some work. I appreciate you, Fook. Keeping the chat clean. Much appreciated. That is the one thing I noticed with the vertical lives. You do get a little bit more traffic, but you get a lot of people that might have never been in the knife world, and sometimes there's just the younger kids or whatever that just like spamming stuff on there, which is cool. I mean, it's not cool, but that's what it is. Everyone was a kid, and everyone was probably did a ding dong ditch at someone's house or something at some point. And I think that's kind of the new thing these days, is the kids come in and just spam and try to get somebody to say something or whatever. And welcome to the world that we live in, right? Kenman, what would you say is the strangest or most interesting knife in your collection? I have several of the strange ones down here. I think the 4-banger is definitely a weird one. I mean, these all fold up, but it is a 4-bladed knife. That is very odd. This is another one here that is kind of a strange one, because here it is. It's a fixed blade. I'm holding a fixed blade, but then we can do the lock, and I can open this up, and now it is super long, ridiculous. Tell me what, I mean, what do you think about that? Small handle, extremely long blade. It has this little lock right here. So when you squeeze this, that releases it. The swing guard folds in, it drops shut, and now you're holding a knife like this. So that's another weird one. Upside down. I got some silly things like this where you just, oops, what's my problem? Is this locked? What in the hell? Why? I haven't touched this thing in a while. It seems to be, it's as long as my head. It's just silly. I have some weird stuff for sure. Things that are kind of junk, but they're fun. Ooh, we got this one here. This one's probably one of the scarier knives. San Mai is a trademark like Band-Aid. The general technique is lamination. Good note. Thanks for sharing that. Fook hitting the nuke button. Scariest knife, Jaeger boy. I don't know for sure, but this is definitely one that could be considered because you have to pay attention to what's happening. If you hold this the wrong way and try to open it, because watch, we're going to grab here. Now you've got the blade. It looks like there's a choke up, but that's not a choke up. That is the blade. It is sharp all the way up to there, which is a little deceiving and scary. Also, it's got this weird, right? So you have to hold on the right spot so that when it opens and that blade comes out, you're not cutting yourself on it. So it's a little spooky. I wouldn't put this in my pocket because it could easily just bump like that. And now you're sitting there ready to just, oh, I'm going to cut myself. And it's just the design. I bought it because I thought it was just an interesting concept. Not super expensive, but just interesting. I like the weird stuff. Me too, Wyoming Adventures. I like the weird stuff. I like the standard stuff. I like the classic stuff. You know, you want to get that old classic spay blade. I've got some. I basically, I do stay away from clones, but like 15, 20 years ago, I bought this Benchmade Infidel. That is another dagger, but this is not a Benchmade Infidel. This is a clone. Younger me bought this for like 50 bucks, and an Infidel would be well over 200. And there's lots of things you can tell. The clip, the way the text is, a lot of the stuff on it. I don't recommend clones because if you can buy the actual thing, then that person who made the clone is kind of in a way stealing from that other company. If it's a knife that's not available anymore, it's something different. But I try to not promote people. Like if I had an idea and someone just ripped it off, you know, I'd feel bad about it. So it's like I try to keep it the same way. I was given this cool knife that made from a piece of wood. The handle and the sheath, when it's together, just looks like a wood tube. I have one of those too, Jacob. Ay. Is that up here? Man. Nope. I don't know where that is. I do have one of those though. It's like this long and you grab both sides and go like this, and then it's basically one side is the sheath and the other side is the blade. Those are cool. The one that I have is specifically designed for whittling. So it's got that blade so you can get in there and just do some carving and whittling with it. Biggest dagger in my collection would probably be that one that we just looked at. Yeah. Ooh. I've got this one. This isn't interesting. This is like a boning knife. Look at that tip though. Got a Damascus blade on there. but this is mostly used for getting in between bones and removing meat. Can't remember what that's called. My brain. But yeah, biggest one. Yeah, I guess this might be, just because it's, although I don't know, I would almost bet the triple action. I don't have any that are huge. The triple action does have a 4-inch blade. It's not super large, but it is cool. Got an old fishing knife meant to float. Oh yeah, I suppose that would float. I bet you mine would float too. So it's like a fishing knife. It's like for filleting some fish, fillet of fish. Super Kiradashi. That's the word. That's the word. I also like cleavers. Why wouldn't you have a folding cleaver? Everyone should have a folding cleaver in their house. And if this is too large of a folding cleaver, and you don't think that you've got room in your life for an oversized folding cleaver, then, oh no. Oh, I tell you what, I have knives everywhere, but not a, where is it? That's upsetting. I would love to show you my mini Corvid cleaver, but it's so small that I could set it on the table and it's gone. It is literally the smallest knife in my collection, though. I'm not sure where it could have gone. I do have the albatross, though. It's also a cool cleaver. Tell me this one's not a little chunker. Interesting little Damascus, the wood handle, liner lock. Flips out nice. Tell me that's not a cool cleaver, though. I could chop all my kitchen meat with this thing. Where is my mini Corvid? Serious first world problems I have, you know, with all my knives. It's like try to find one single knife and it could be anywhere. Could be anywhere. What's up, Big Bald? How you doing? Mini Mastodon is a fun one, though. Yeah, that big one there is the Mastodon. What else do I want to talk about quick here? Anybody have any other questions about specific knives? I have been definitely getting more into, I got this Rosecraft Blades stinking sow belly, stinking cow sow belly. I don't remember. I won this on the Knives Fast channel giveaway on Monday a few weeks ago. Stag D2, nice half stop. Boom. Pretty fun stuff. All right. But yeah, Sect is that new company. I'm going to be doing some more testing with these over the next couple of weeks, seeing what I think about it. What's the little wooden tea drawers? These down here. It's kind of a mess, but I keep like the top row's got all my claws that I've collected. Dude, this drawer is just only full. Oh my God. I haven't opened this in a while. It's literally completely full of all the microfiber claws that are given out with every knife that you buy. In the second one, I've got a few tools, a few little things, a couple of patches, some tape. It's not super organized. Oh, super junk ones. Here's a couple old whittling carving knives that I use and beat the hell out of. They're great because that handle is big and it's small, so you can use this for whittling really well. Got a couple of them. And This one's almost all full of the packets, the silica packets, which is ridiculous. I need to reorganize this a little bit. And this one here, these are all, every time you buy a Kaiser, they give you a bag with screws. If you look at this one here, Milita, the red Towser K. So all 30 of my Kaisers, I have a little bag with all my stuff in it. So if I do break a screw or strip a screw or something like that, I can easily grab one and swap it out, which is pretty sweet. I do have a Tempest Knives Microjet. I've got two of them right here, titanium and then the Ultim. I have another titanium one coming from one of my subscribers. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take his titanium one. We're going to take the stonewash blade off. I'm going to put his stonewash blade on my Ultim knife. And then I'm going to put my black blade on his titanium one. We're doing a little swap. It's going to be fun. That video should be posting pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. Go ahead and take a nice good look at this Ultim Microjet before I do the custom change to it. Very cool. Not many Microjets left. If you want to go to the Tempest Knives website, Knives Fast, Casey designed these. They are really cool. Super fun knife. Just been out for a little more than a couple of weeks. They are going to run out, so if you're interested, pick one up. Really dig it. I've got to close it down here. I wasn't expecting to go for too long. It's already been almost an hour and a half. Had a really good time. Fun little live. Going to do some more vertical lives on a regular basis. Much appreciated to everyone. Go ahead and hit that like button if you had a good time. We'll be doing some more probably this weekend. A lot of customizations and stuff coming on the channel. It's going to be a great winter. A lot of fun things planned. I'll be at Blade Show Texas in February. Yeah. Check out some of my videos. You want to see some custom stuff? Check y'all later. Have a great weekend. We will see you next time.